You won't believe me, but I'm starting to think people are getting it. I'm starting to have it in my mind that people are understanding how to operate with things that they barely see and how they should go about it. Now, it's not fully where I want humanity to be, but first steps are the essential steps. What am I talking about? Well, for years, it's been this great phenomena of hearing or seeing an instance on social media, and you have your bombastic reactions. You have a bunch of people screaming from the mountaintops that they know exactly what happened and they are 100% wrong. You have people who are proclaiming that they have every minute detail figured out and they are absolutely wrong. And then you have people like me who just sit back and watch it all play out and just wait for a little bit more crucial information to be at my feet. That way I could properly say, hey, this is either how it went or this is how it went. And it's been smooth sailing for me, trying to indoctrinate you people slowly but surely in the hopes of understanding that you don't need to be first. You need to be correct. And I saw this name popping up, Terry Washington Jr., and I was seeing people talk about how this person got shot by the cops and they're now dead and it was a black person and the alarm bell was going off, but I'm not really seeing what I'm used to seeing. I'm not seeing any reactions. I'm not seeing any bombastic statements. I'm not seeing any how the kids say hullabaloo. And I wondered why. And then I saw the body camera footage.
TJ! Drop that fucking... Shit! County, shots fired, shots fired! Boulders, you okay? Boulders, you okay?
Luana, still a lot of deputies out here on Ortman Drive. This is the second scene of the day that involved a deputy-involved shooting. The sheriff says it took place in a home right over my shoulder. We're next to the 408 and Old Winter Garden Road. You can still see, again, a heavy presence of Orange County Sheriff's deputies as they continue their investigation inside of the home where this occurred. The sheriff says his deputy was threatened and reacted. Our cameras were there in time to see the injured deputy being loaded into an ambulance. Minutes later, the subject was also taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Deputies were called out to this home on Ortman Drive around 3:30 in the afternoon. They were told a man with schizophrenia was acting erratically, breaking things in the street and off his meds.
When our deputies arrived, they met with the man's father. The father told us that his adult son was in the bedroom and had a knife.
Orange County Sheriff John Mina says his deputies entered the home, then the hallway.
The deputies, they were very calm, trying to de-escalate the situation, asking him to come out, and he came out very violently, very quickly, and tried to stab one of our deputies.
Mina says there were 3 deputies in the home. He says the man left the bedroom with a knife and lunged toward one.
The man was in his bedroom. He exited the bedroom into the hallway and immediately tried to stab our deputy. Then he tried to grab the deputy's gun and tried to stab the deputy again. Our deputy was backing up in the hallway, used his service weapon, but at the same time, the man was on top of him and he fell backwards into the bathroom, into that bathtub.
He says the deputy hit his head on the bathtub, leading to lacerations. He had to get stitches, and he's been placed on paid administrative leave. Mina says OCSO has a behavioral response unit, which goes out to some calls, but not this one.
But when these calls are in progress, initially our deputies who are on the road go to assist, and then maybe later, sometimes the specialists are called. This just shows the community what our deputies deal with on an everyday basis.
As you can see, deputies now clearing the scene out here on Ortman Drive. Mina added that all of this incident was captured on body-worn camera. He says he reviewed that camera before speaking on it and that some of it will be released within the next 30 days.
let's be clear so that no one is misconstruing how I feel about this. Mental health is absolutely important. Mental health is one of the most important things every person should really fixate on because it's your mental. It's June, and while the rest of humanity is fixating on how much they don't like Pride Month, I've been sitting here enjoying the fact that in the very small increments, I'm learning more and more to better help my manly mental health. And when I'm seeing someone who's getting the cops called on them for having an episode, and I'm understanding that they are in a little bit of a hostile mental state, I have sympathy. The sympathy does indeed go away when they launch themselves at police officers. Because what have I been saying? These cops gotta operate on fight or flight. They get a call that a dude is moving very sporadically, could be violent, could not be violent. They're hoping that they could come in and de-escalate, but when you have somebody jumping at a cop with a weapon, it's never gonna go the way we all hope it could go, because I'm certain a lot of people would want this to go the simple route. Somebody puts down the weapon, they talk it out, they mediate the situation, maybe they sign them up to get Baker acted, and they go and spend a couple days, a couple weeks at a certain facility, and they get their mental health nice and structured to where they could manage in society. But we live in a world where there are people who like to jump the gun because in their mind they think they're Batman when in reality they're the Green Goblin. And it's not something people should take lightly. It's something that people should consider when they're dealing with individuals in regards to their mental health. And when you're a cop and you have to deal with the potential of this dude not only jumping at you, but your fellow officer and maybe even a random stranger, you gotta be prepared to put somebody down, and that is indeed what happened, and it is completely justified. Yes, people would want it to go a different route, but given the context and given the subject matter and given the video evidence, there's no way under the sun anybody could be puffing their chest out and screaming from the rooftops, this is unjustified. And thankfully, we haven't really seen that whatsoever. I can't even find a random bald-headed white woman screaming from the mountaintops that it was unfair. I can't find it. So it leads me to believe that I, the Leon, have inseminated the Leon pill in more people's minds to where they don't want to look stupid on social media. They want to be correct with the information that they're disseminating out into the public. Have I completely changed the world for the better? No. But that's the beauty of you watching this. You can spread my good word. You can subscribe to this channel. You can understand that I'm not here for a narrative. I'm just here because I see a lot of stupid and I want to make fun of some stupid, and I want to make sure that you operate in terms of knowing what is correct instead of knowing what is narrative based. Why? Because Leon is just that damn sexy, and he has the ability to make it happen and indoctrinate the world for the worldwide circle jerk. But that's for when I've fully healed the world. In the meantime, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I will see you all in the next one. Mwah! No, this is not a cigarette. It's chapstick that I'm holding like a cigarette.